hopefully audio will record it. But video la wanna. Sorry. So I'm saying I'm building my website. So I just thought I would use this for the example for you from piano. So HTML and CSS difference and what letters no where's HTML, but where they are positioned and then CSS that I'm used to positioning them. So let me make it practical so fast. Oh, for paying it code editor, but so CSS file la wanna. So for example, may I comment? I don't know if it's a good idea. It's not a good idea because trouble color. I can comment out all of my CSS code. You know what? Let me just delete this for a second. So may I comment everything out? Okay. And then we'll go back to the site. Now we'll load it. No, this is a bad example. CSS I color, then not everything. The way it's not going to take flat to the right. You know what? This is how I'll do this. I'll just create a whole new I'll just create a new project. Let's get CSS and so let's close these guys. Okay, but what about that? If you don't want my, for some reason, it's record in 4K and then the file will be too big. So I will create I hate this. Maybe this one will be a good example. I don't know. And let me try to use this one for the example. Okay, this, if you are using Visual Studio Code, which I would recommend you use, but I don't know what your teacher would recommend. Visual Studio Code is this. This is it. That's the editor. That's the one you use to edit your code. So if you're using Visual Studio Code, Visual Studio, and you have a live server, if you double click on it on the Mac, you put 2 fingers on the then it will on the mouse. You would get an option to open with live server. And yes, and this was something I did for school. So this website is plain HTML and CSS. There's no JavaScript or any tricks besides HTML and CSS because it was just quick for school. So since where is my CSS? Since the HTML is what you use to structure the words, this is my HTML file, index.html. There's HTML at the top, doc type is HTML, you have a title, and then here you even link your CSS file here. You have the body of everything. The wonderful now so about so you have your title, you have the body, you have the all the little things and the paragraphs in the essay. And then if I bother for mal ka essay look it in a way, maybe for bother for indent for body some part of the paragraphs be colored, be red or something like that. That's when you use the CSS. So CSS someone. So you see I'm targeting the whole body of the website, make the color this, make the background color this, and then make the color of the text this color, which is some random color I did. And then container is the name of a class. Find your daughter in CSS, that means the following word is the name of a class. But if you're a pound, I don't have an ID. But if you're a pound and then name, that means name can get an ID. So here, so you see class container. So you can also have ID equal, I don't know what to set it to. I'll just say main. So if I come to the CSS to the right here, and then I want to target that class, that ID, so I'll say ID main, and then I can do whatever margin, auto, all those things. But yes, that's the difference between the class and the ID. I think they'll probably teach you that. But what I want to show you is if I comment this CSS out, go back to, let me save it. Go back to the damn site. See? This looks not so great. Look, just the name, the movie reviews, final product, By the way, this website is actually live. So if you go to aabusang.com, you see this. And this was some dumb thing, I guess, random text I guess put to occupy some space. So you see, because there's no CSS, this guy has no styling. It's just like dumb text all to the right. But if I comment it, if I uncomment it, then they'll all come back to life, and then you can see, you know, the words are all moved and they're all centered. If this is important to you or you haven't learned it already, this, where's the center? Where did I center it? Okay, so this is where I set the weight of. So it's not exactly, this is a trick. I don't, maybe this might be too much for since you're a beginner, but it's a way to center everything inside your website. So you just set the maximum width that it should have, and then you let the margin be auto. If the margin is auto, everything would go to the middle. So that's why you see like everything is in the middle. There's white space at the left and at the right. Just keeps it clean like that. Can't even see how many minutes this recording has been going on, and that worries me that it's gonna be too long. The heck. But anyway, hopefully explanation can give you the big picture. There's more to it than just CSS and colors, the styles, HTML, and words. You know, HTML. Okay, this is the main class. What do you want to have in the main class? Oh, this was actually the header. You can say, okay, I want to have a paragraph, or I can say I want to have an unordered list. I have some extensions that are making it fast like that. If not, usually I'll have to write it all like greater than P, less than P, da 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 da. But yeah, you can have an ordered list, and inside the unordered list, I can have a list of items. You know, Apple. You can make multiple copies of it. La 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 la. And I can give this one a class. Let's call it fruit. And then I can go to my CSS and I can just target it. Since it's a class, I will do dot. You know, this in the middle of things are confused. Let's go to the end of the file. And I'd say dot fruit. No, so before I write anything for the CSS, let's go to the side and you see, look at the fruits. It gets listed. There's no style to it. It gets bulleted points. But now, if I target this fruit, if I say, this is also my team recommended, you're not gonna have, probably not, but we can make a video call and then I'll show you. But now, see how it is. It gets lame. With CSS, I can remove these dots. With CSS, I can increase the size of the words. With CSS, I can make them go horizontal instead of vertical. So let me get you an example. So with CSS, let me say I want the color of these apples to be red. Apples are red. And I want to say the font size, I want that to be 32 pixels. The default is 16, so I just double it. So you can say 32 pixels or you can just say 2 rem. You would figure out the meaning of rem sometime soon, but it's the same as 32 pixels. Double the default. So just those two changes. I've saved. Let's refresh. No. What the heck is happening? It didn't. The change didn't. Fruits. Name of the class is fruits. Oh, you see, there's a common a common error that you will run into so many times. You get frustrated about it, but you figure it out. I didn't add the S when I spelled fruits. So I just copy the class name and paste. Now we'll come back. You see all the apples are red. So let's remove I want to remove the bulletins. Point. So you can remove so you can't do that with HTML. That's basically the difference. The HTML is like you just do the outline of how you want everything to look like, and then you'd use the CSS to change the colors, to change the size of the text, to take the text to the right, to the left. So that's the difference. So to remove the bulletins, I think I'll do text decoration and I will say none. No. Okay, I think I have to target the list itself. So I'm going to target li, which is list. That's the list element. And I'm going to say text decoration, none. No. Oh, it's not text decoration. Text decoration, none. And if you have an a tag, something like this. So let's say inside this list, they have an a tag. That's the link. And I have link to somewhere. I spelled it somewhere wrong, but screw it. So, okay, let me take this off for now. If I have an a tag, you can, let me add the href. Href, you know, what's the link to the website? aabusng.com. That's too, but you see, this is the link. If you click on the link, it'll take you somewhere. But just for an example. So if you have a tag like that, then you can do text decoration, and then we're going to say none, and then the line that you were saying, this line that you see, pointing at the damn screen. If I save this, you're not going to see the line again. But let me target the list and then take the bullets out and then stop the video. If you have any more questions, then we can get on a Zoom call. I think that'll be easier. So we can just say list style is none. What the heck is all of this auto populating for me? So if I say list style is none, you see the bullets are gone. So that's basically the difference. Comment out all of my CSS file. And then you see it's boring text, nothing interesting about it. If I uncomment it out, and then you see it looks more compact. So that's it. I'm gonna figure out how to stop this thing. No. This is gonna be a mess. Why is it not showing me the screen capture?